Welcome back to the final episode of the Gravity Rush Remastered Speedrun Beginner's Guide. This is going to be covering episodes 20 and 21. It'll be the last stuff we do before we finish the run. Alright, so we're going to run into our house, we're going to press square to warp, and we're going to go to the Venta Center manhole that we used before. I don't know how Gade teleported here and got here faster than we did, but we take those. Okay, so we are basically going to be going over Nevi waves. This is the first little section of this. What it is it's kind of like episode 11, and it's this weird auto-scroller that you can speed up, but you would be able to beat by not doing anything. So, an enemy is going to be shooting Nevi at a particular time, and what we're going to try to do is beat the waves that the enemy will shoot, before he's able to shoot them to try to quicken the process. So there's only a few handful of Nevi here that we're going to be focusing on killing, and then we're going to let the enemy take care of the rest of them. Like the golem that spawns at the very beginning, we're just going to ignore him because the enemy's going to take him out before we ever would. Alright, so I'll just show you which Nevi we need to focus on. Okay, so first thing, we're just going to let this golem spawn, that's fine, but the Nevi that spawn after him are going to be the ones that we want to focus on. So like this R right here, the Lancer, and all the R's around, we're going to want to RGK. If you get hit, don't worry, just grab health. Alright, so now that we've cleared this first wave, we're actually going to pick up some objects right here. And then we're going to go over here. Going to throw 3 objects at this guy here. Boom. Then you can throw the 4th one at any of these, doesn't matter. We're going to clear this wave of R's here. Okay, now that we've done that, we're just going to pick up the objects here, and then we're going to wait for a golem to spawn here, and once it spawns, we're going to Gravity Typhoon it. There we go. So this golem we can actually kill, and its death animation will happen. The enemy will still fire, so once we killed him, we could just grab some gems, because we gotta wait. And then there's going to be 2 snails that spawn in the little plaza right here. Here we go. Throw the objects at them. Oops. I didn't want to auto-target. We're going to kill these guys. Next thing that spawns, we can kill this R here. We're going to kill a walker that comes up next. Okay, so now we killed that walker, and that's pretty much all we need to worry about for right now. The enemy will take care of the rest of the enemies. But what we're going to actually need to do is grab 3 objects here, because there's going to be a Spiny that spawns, and it's actually going to spawn out of range of where Cat's allowed to move. So what we're going to do is we're going to get sight of it, and we're just going to scoot a little bit closer to it to trigger its attack. So this actually will not auto-target on it, so this is one of the times very few times you're going to need to actually aim your stasis object, so just make sure it's centered on him, and we're going to throw each object, and then that's going to kill it. So he's going to kill the enemy here. You have enough time to like grab a health gem if you want. There should be a couple health gems laying around, just because you won't heal before you have to fight Unica next. Alright, so after this has been completed, we got Unica here. Cutscene skip is going to be when Cat pushes herself up. And then this is going to be the Unica fight. Okay, the Unica fight is really interesting, and we do have a pretty complex strat called Quick Unica, which has to do with, basically, we're going to kick her past her first phase, she's going to fly to the center, we're going to void ourselves out so she regains vulnerability, and then right when she comes back, we're going to use Spiral Claw as like this text box triggers, and it's kind of gonna instantly kill her. It's really strange how it works, and our world record holder Wired Notes he has a video tutorial where he talks about the 3 different patterns that she can have and how you're gonna move and kick according to the 3 patterns that she has. So what I'm gonna do is leave a description link to that video in the description, and then I'm just gonna show you like how we'll set up Quick Unica. And then if you mess it up, I'll just show you kind of how to fight Unica regularly, so that you kind of understand the fight overall. But this is definitely a good fight to practice. Quick Unica is a really amazing strat that saves about a minute, and it's going to be something that if you want to get a really good time is going to be a good, important thing to practice. Alright, so we're going to kick around, curve ourselves to the left, Hit her on the left-hand side. Okay, so this would be an example of me not kicking her correctly. She's not going to the right place. So what I'm going to do is just kick her. I'm going to kick her one more time. And once I do that, I'm going to stasis, and I'm going to attempt to void myself out. This is probably not going to work with how she was positioned, but I'm going to try to get quick Unica here. Now she's going to come back at me. Is she? If she doesn't, I'm just going to kick out to her. Okay, she's not coming back. That's fine. So this would be the first phase, and what we're going to do is basically we're going to want to kick her about 5 times, get her to yellow health, and then we'll use Gravity Typhoon to finish her off. Oh. Little things that she spawns here are really annoying. After you kick her, she is invincible until she stops moving, similarly to how Raven worked in episode 8. So you're just going to make sure you kick her, wait for her to fall back, and then move, and then once she stops moving, that's when you're going to want to kick her again. So we'll just get one more kick on her. Actually, no, one more after this. And then we're going to use Gravity Typhoon to finish her off. You kind of want to just get her to yellow health. Oh, she keeps moving around. This is a really obnoxious fight without the quick Unica strat. Okay, now we're just going to use Gravity Typhoon. And she's always going to go to this building up here. I'm just going to wait for her to get there. I hope I can reach her. Ah! Come on, Gage. Come back. Come back to me, baby. Okay, and then we'll just press triangle to finish the fight. So again, you're going to want to check quick Unica, and you're really going to want to look at the different strats that Wired Notes has. So check that link in the description. Because I don't want to have to like reset and try to show you all the patterns and stuff. Okay, so cutscene skip's going to be when she does the little like arm move thing there. Now with an enemy. So this is the final boss. All we're going to do is just kind of keep kicking him and bouncing off. It doesn't really matter. We can't speed this section up too much. The goal here is going to be to kill his eyes as fast as possible while avoiding his attack. So right when she gets up, she starts standing up is going to be when the cutscene skip is there. Okay. There's going to be a little tutorial that pops up about the boss and destruction level and stuff. Okay, so I want to talk about this. The enemy will have 2 different attacks that it uses in this state. There's this like first form and there's the second form, which is pretty much the same thing, but he has 3 eyes. In the first form, he does this thing where he spins around a lot and then he starts shaking and he does this big explosion attack. That is pretty much gonna 2-shot you. If you have level 1 or 2 health, it deals a insane amount of damage. However, if you do kill one of his eyes, like during the second form or anything like that, then it will cancel the animation and he'll just move to the next spot. This eye does take a lot of rapid gravity kicks to kill, so if you see him like shaking like that, you can tank one of the hits, but if you're too scared, you can always just kick away, get out of range of it, or remember we have those emergency health upgrades if we need them. Okay, so we're just gonna RGK him really quick. Okay, so this is the spin animation I'm talking about. So he might hit me here. I'll just show you how much damage it does. But you can obviously deal a lot of damage to him here. So that's the first form. The cutscene skip's gonna be when all the dust settles. Okay, I'm just gonna upgrade health here. If I can. Okay, there we go. I'm just gonna upgrade health. Just so that we don't have to worry about it. Okay, so it's not until he stops moving that he becomes vulnerable, so while he's like spinning and moving around, he can't do anything. Okay, so like here, he's shaking to do the attack, but if you break the gem, then it just completely cancels the attack. But it is a little bit risky, so if you're not too confident in your RGKs, here I'm just going to use Typhoon on him. The initial rocks of Typhoon deal significantly more damage than the later rocks, so basically you want to let the first set go, and then just cancel it so that you get the most amount of damage out of it. Okay, I'm going to wait for it. I killed the gem. Okay, now we're just going to kick up. I'm going to grab the blue gem up on the top. He always goes up. He always moves in the same pattern after you kill each of his eyes. And the game also auto-saves after each eye, so that's kind of convenient. So in case you die, you don't actually have to start this fight from the beginning. Oops. Oh, I just need 1 hit! Cat, come on! There we go. Okay, so that's going to be the second form. As soon as the black stuff kind of starts fading away, that's when the cutscene skip is, so right here. This part, there's really not anything we can do. We just have to wait out the timer, and what we're actually going to want to do is as soon as our special comes back, we're going to want to use the meter, because we might want to help use it for what we, the one cycle final boss. And it consumes your special gauge as soon as you go to do the little cutscene with Gade. So if you don't have any special gauge, it won't reset your timer. So we should get our special back soon, and once we do, we'll just use a Spiral Claw. But you just have to wait this out, there's nothing you can do. Spiral Claw and just cancel. But yeah, just wait around, do whatever you want. First person. Alright, so now, the cutscene skip is going to be right when Kat turns her head. So right there. And now we're going to kick towards Gade and press triangle, and then we got the final boss. Cutscene skip here is going to be right when she kind of does a couple turns, so there. Okay, so before we start the final boss, it's going to take 9 gravity kicks in order to get him to his final form where he becomes invincible, and then we're going to go all the way over to Raven. Now, there is a one cycle. The strat is pretty difficult to pull off consistently, but you don't lose anything if you really mess it up. So what you need to do is first we need to make sure that Unica spawns on the other side, because if we do one cycle the boss and Unica hasn't spawned, then the cutscene to kill the boss just won't happen, and we'll have to wait it out until it gets its health back and then have to kill it again. So, the timer that happens at is when it says, I believe it's 5:26, it's the 26 on the seconds, is what you're going to need to wait for before you get the boss to Raven. And then once you do that, we're going to use Gravity Typhoon, cancel it, as soon as we let the first set of rocks go, and then we're just going to RGK him. But the timing is a little strange because you need to kind of angle slightly away from the center, and you need to delay the cancels a little bit. So you'll see how I'm kicking, the rate at which I kick this, because if you immediately RGK, it's going to like hit him, but he's going to be invincible, so you're just going to kind of bounce off. So just look at the timing that I'm using, and this is just going to take a little bit of practice. But again, we're going to want 9 kicks. Yeah, the timing is 5:26. So it's 1, and then 2. Notice how I'm not instantly canceling. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so now we need to wait. We're gonna get the blue gem on top of the building here. We can kick a little bit over here. We do have to wait for 26. He does deal a lot of damage, so just be careful about that. I'm gonna bait him over here, and I'm gonna move over here, and now we'll bait him over to Raven. So you can move Cat as soon as the game fades to black. So what I'm gonna do is mash options and then mash up triangle, and then immediately cancel it, and we're gonna start kicking. Oh, I got a mess up there. Okay. So I won't get the one cycle here, but as long as you get him below yellow health, then all you have to do is take him all the way over to Unica. And then Unica is basically going to deal the rest of the damage, or it might require one more kick after Unica deals her damage. Because Unica deals like a flat amount of damage, whereas Raven just gives you more opportunities to kick. So we're just going to wait here. Going to come over. I don't know why he went that way, but that's okay. Just make sure you're in between him and Unica. Okay, so he's gonna take an RGK. There we go. We got the final cutscene. Gonna be skipped right here when Unica gets really close to the camera. And options and triangle, and that is gonna be timed as soon as you press triangle on the enemy. So, I guess that's gonna be it for Gravity Rush Remastered Speedrun Beginner's Guide. I wanted to thank everybody who's made it this far. Hopefully this will help you learn how to get into the run. I did use a couple of easier strats throughout the course, and of course if you're using the no debt route, then the hope is that once you get comfortable enough with the no debt route that you'll ease into the debt route and you'll start learning the debt glitch. But like I said, both of them are going to be able, you can get pretty solid times with both of the routes. They're both really fast and pretty well optimized. Still a lot that I feel like we don't know about this game, and having you guys come in and start learning the run, or maybe even just doing glitch hunting or whatever you want to do, is going to be incredibly helpful. So, yeah, I really hope to see what you guys think about the run, about the guide. Let me know if there's anything else that you want me to specifically go over. I can make separate videos for any sort of techniques or tricks if you want. I know that some of our members will help out with talking about certain techniques. We might make a couple videos on if you need help with learning RGKs, double kicks, anything like that, a little bit more in depth. We can always do that. As well, don't forget to look at our written guide. It is incredibly detailed. It's only the debt route though. It's just pretty much the optimal route that we have right now, and we update that as we go. But yeah, we'll just watch the credits because I love this song a lot. This route is 3 years in the making. We've seen a lot of changes over the past 3 years, but like I said, I'm sure there's still a lot we don't know about this game. I mean, we can't TAS it, there's no emulator for PS4, there's a lot of weird glitches we've discovered that we don't have consistent setups for, so yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully we'll get a lot more people running this game, and this will help you guys ease into it, and then maybe you'll help us develop the route even further. After you finish this game, you do not need to make a completed save data. You can if you want, but it really doesn't matter. So yeah, if you guys have sat here and heard me drone on for this long, again, I really appreciate you making it all the way to the end of the guide, and I really hope that this was helpful for you guys, just to see what we do and to have explanations for what we're doing, and let me know what you guys think, because I'm really, and I hope to see some of you guys on the leaderboards. Join our Discord. All of the links, I'm gonna put as many links as I have in all the descriptions of the videos, so that you guys can get to our Discord. You can find the playlists for these, you can find our written guide, you can find our leaderboard, everything that you'll need to get you into this game. Good thing Echo's okay. We kind of destroyed that spider. Alright, so we are not gonna save post-game completed data. And it's gonna ask if we want to. Say we don't. Be ready right for another run. Okay, thank you guys again so much for watching and making it all the way to the end. And I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you.